Welcome, spiritual seekers. Stand free. Spiritual guidance coming to you from, a source, I would say. It's definitely from a higher space because I am just a translator. These messages, these understandings, these experiences I've had over the past 7 years, they had a purpose. They're like, I can't escape the need to share what the source, what the spirit guides in my life are sharing with me. And if I try to, I don't know, do something different, nothing's all that interesting. So here I am because my spiritual mind has been unlocked. That means, I had the good fortune of awakening and being connected to something higher, myself, my intuition, really. I just call it my intuition. Let's go with that because keep it simple. The intuition can work with other divine beings in the universe and make all kinds of synchronicities and magics happen for you. Right time, right place. It's called divine timing, right? So divine timing experiences are wonderful. But if you want to begin to really feel the process and the growth and the connection, you need to apply some, a little at a time, apply some of your time to it because you need to give it room. You need to give some space. How much space? Start small. I would recommend, I recommend a lot of things. I'd say jump in head first and go maybe get a couple of coaching sessions, which is with an intuitive coach, someone like myself who really, it's different when I have the energy of another being with me. I don't know what happens, but I get like the ability to really connect with them and help them understand, create insights, and move them forward along their journey because my intuition, my spirit guides seem to have some kind of knowledge of what's going on with the individual I'm working with, and that connection is something that I can translate the information through. It's not I'm gonna give you predictions of anything, but it's like, did you think about this? Have you ever tried that? Now, you won't always need a coach. The intuitive coach is just to help you become more aligned spiritually. Once you become more aligned spiritually and you have these practices, some that you could get from any good coach out there, some spiritual practice that fit into your daily routine, your daily schedule, because that's how it's going to be most effective. You don't want to always just go take off to the woods. If you don't have time for the woods, you can be in the woods inside your mind in a space around the city that's gonna just give you that peace and quiet and time to connect with your higher self. Now, a lot of people want to get into meditation, right? Meditation. Well, let me tell you, meditation is great. My spirit guides were like, don't meditate because you don't need to meditate anymore. We're already in here. We already got the connection. Don't ask me, well, you could ask me, but I would just say it was, I was like, well, I gotta meditate now. I still meditate a little, but it's not a full requirement, because you should have a mindful approach. You should be thinking about, I'm trying to connect here, so with my higher self. But in order to connect with your higher self, you have to give it space. When I say give it space, that means you would be wise to put down all electronic devices and different things that tend to distract you. You need to separate yourself from dramas. Now, this is all where some good practices come in, and how am I gonna relieve myself of these distractions for an hour or two that will, will be helpful along my little spiritual routine, my spiritual window of opportunity to do some inner work. Because, in this life, we have a lot to do. We have to go to work. We have to deal with family. We got to eat. We got to exercise. We got to take care of ourselves on the physical plane. There's a lot of things that are required of us. So why do I even bother with the spiritual? Why bother spiritual, right? Well, because if you're looking, there's a reason, and I will tell you that it's worth your while to invest some time, because when the connection starts to get more closer and you become more aware of your intuition, and you start to develop this relationship with yourself, it'll kind of connect like you won't have to do all the work. Something inside you is going to also be connecting to you. It's your intuition, which is your higher self, your spirit. There's so many little words you can use to describe it. I'm just going to call it intuition. Keep it simple. Spirit guides are good too, but these unseen forces that come in contact with you in your mind and body are going to help guide you in your life journey to having greater life experiences, making better choices that are going to move you along a path in life that's going to be more rewarding and fulfilling, in so many ways, even in just the relationship with your intuition. That alone is a relationship worth having. When people say, oh, you have to love yourself or get to know yourself before you can get to know somebody else or have any real relationships, because if you're always looking outside of yourself for a connection, if you're always looking outside of yourself for someone to make you happy, you will inevitably fall short, because no one can really make you happy except for yourself. So aligning yourself with your higher self, your spirit, your intuition, is this process of developing a relationship, developing a communication with something that is there for you as a tool along your life journey that absolutely wants to be a part of it, because it is really you. This is what I've come to find. It's like, it's you. It's your being. It's always been a part of you. You just don't know it yet. It's shared with you already, but I felt that. Oh, I remember. It was so strange. I heard a little voice and I didn't go. I have good intuition. But if you really work on your intuition in a way that it's a communication between you and your intuition, like, go to it a lot. Go to it and ask it, little randoms here and there. Well, it takes time. When you start to get breakthroughs where you actually felt that. So when they say body, mind, and spirit, you feel energy within yourself at certain times that and that becomes the cue. It's not going to be as clear as a bell, a voice in your head that's going to speak to you so loud. And it's this extreme tragic situation that it's like we have to come in this one in a different way, because we have to save this person from this terrible choice they're about to make. It's going to affect them in a very negative way. You might get this, this unbelievable experience, but other than that, they do what they want. So everybody's going to get, when I say they do, your intuition knows what you can take. If it knows you're out seeking, as it's provided you with the interest, but it sees you're taking to it, as you seek more to understand how to grow spiritually, how to connect with your higher self, it also is going to start to provide you with more synchronicities, more signs, more sensations. Because when you're seeking, when you're practicing spiritual growth, That means you're taking on like blocks in your life, either 2 hours a week, 3 hours a week, 1 hour a week divided into 4 parts. Whatever you can do, Spirit knows, and it'll really come alive in that time if you do it, if you're doing it and you want to do it, you're doing it in a correct manner. Like I sometimes would say, I want to feel, let me feel this energy. If this is something I should go do or whatnot, can you give me a sensation in my foot area? And if I don't get it, it's like, oh, don't do nothing. But sometimes it's there and I get the sensation. So I get the sensations a lot. It's kind of, when I first started, I was figuring out ways I could get them to give me a little, because I feel them inside. I feel inside of me, I feel that spirit energy. So when you can feel the spirit energy inside, you might start talking to it. And if you're like, hey, should I go to that party tonight? Maybe I'll meet somebody interesting. Or should I stay home and maybe, try to work on connecting with you more? If I should go to the party, give me a little energy across the face. Oh, you got a tickle. Oh, there it is. Go. If it's like, don't go, there's another sign. With me, it's sort of I get click in the back of my head like somebody like takes a little pencil and just pokes me real quick. It's as easy as that. And sometimes like, whoa, something that happens and I didn't even look for it to happen. And I always just stop really what I'm doing, take a moment and think to myself, is there something around here I got to pay attention to? Is there something I'm not seeing? Sometimes there is. Sometimes it's definitely, might have missed that. Thank you, I say to my higher self. Yeah. Sorry, I was getting off track. And then the energy from within my body is communicating with me, trying to guide me along, because it knows we're communicating, we're doing this and that, So if you want to begin to work on your intuition and your spiritual growth, really what you're just doing, remember, it's simple. I am trying to develop spiritually. So I am having little conversations in my mind, with my energy body inside of me that is available, but it won't be available if you're not clear in your mind, or you're stuck in a dramery situation or very negative energy. If you have a lot of negative energy, hatred, or too much ego, you're not even here if you have a lot of ego. If you're just throwing, you're wearing your mask all the time, that you're somebody that's, something special above others. Spirit don't like that, because it knows we're all one. This is oneness. It's like, just be kind. We're all different too. Trust me. And these human forms we take on, it can definitely be a real process of moving through different energies as you come in contact with them. So you can be very nice to somebody and they'll be very mean to you, but you don't have to let that meanness disrupt your flow, disrupt your happiness. See, when you're connecting with your inner self, that's the inner peace. That's the knowing, the understanding that, hey, I'm going to keep myself happy. I'm not going to allow this situation to elevate my emotions and then take me down a road that, I might hang on to or regret. In the past, you could get angry and wait and fight and talk about it 5 other times with 5 other people. But as you become more present in yourself, in the present moment when those things arise, because you're connected to your inner self, are going to begin to feel it, see it, know it, and realize that, oh, here that comes again, his anger. I feel, oh, that just made me angry. How do I manage this situation? I felt it. It's coming. I see it. Deep breath. I know better. Deep breath. I don't have to react the way that this situation wants me to react. I am in control my emotions, because I'm aligned with my higher self, you know? It doesn't mean you can't defend your situation with, you know, words that are just more of a, you know, I'm not gonna allow this situation to go any further. I hope that this energy that's providing the situation to you finds peace. But for me, I'm gonna move along my way. Maybe another time we can talk. Like, that's some steps, you know, just how to work with it. So I hope you liked the video today. Follow me if you'd like. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. If you want to email me and you want to potentially take some personal coaching sessions that usually happen over a phone, that's another option. But I hope to be delivering you some more content very shortly to continue to just raise people's awareness, their vibration, and help them along their spiritual journey. Thanks for watching. Have a peaceful day. Bye-bye.